Woo. You listen. For those who may not be up on Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon yet,
what are you even doing here?
Like, what is your life about at this point? Like, your was good. I rap. Yo, much love for all those that vied for a Tuesday broadcast. We're trying it out on a Tuesday. We might flip between a Monday and a Tuesday. I wanted to keep Tuesday. And that last, yes, we already, listen, we late, but we knew we had to do a show talking about this last episode. You heard me? Mm-hmm. It was no way to where we couldn't, right, Ty?
None whatsoever.
There was so much savagery. So fight much.
Back, nigga, fight back.
Listen, fight back, nigga, fight back. Like, there were moments where I was just like, I was happy to see children get maimed. Like, I don't like some of these kids, man.
Not child on child violence.
I'm kind of here for it. Baby Fight Club was hitting. That was like the best part of that. All I'm saying is, I understood where he was coming from until he put his hands on a black woman. And he ain't just like smack her, or it wasn't like some bitch. No, he Ike turned the fuck out of her. He was like you heard it go.
We listen. We're gonna get into
it. Okay, all right. So first and foremost, Teffy Wonder, introduce yourself before we really get into this.
What's up, guys? It's at Teffy Wonder here. Your melanated mocha-fied merge on, coming at y'all on a Tuesday night. I had to get my Targussy titties up.
Huh? They out there.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
For the fans, niggas be like, "Why you got a turtleneck on?" Like,
that's what I was about to. Like, Lord, I don't have all my my videos to play in this one, but just know, Teffy,
I like by the season finale, we not even going to be able to say real words on the show because you're gonna be like, and another drop.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because like in true Game of Thrones fashion, like you would be considered a busty maiden, like
a busty maiden.
I didn't call you a wench. I could have said a busty wench.
Why a maybe though?
I mean, you are. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. I mean, are you a maiden? I mean, maidens are virgins, aren't they? I don't know. You're not really. Oh, I mean, I'm not checking service. I mean, I'm not checking hymens out here. But
what it is.
I'm just saying. If
I was a highborn lady. As long as I killed the only other niggas who knew about it, it wouldn't matter.
You got as many hymens as Lenore has kids. So
I literally hate you.
All right, look. While Teffy drinks urine, we gonna get ready to. It looked a little strange.
Green titty ass.
Is See, Jiggly gets it. Targussy. Targussy was popping again this week. These cats
pop that pussy.
These cats do not know what to do with Rhaenyra. Like I said last episode, she was for the pathways. Somebody else said she for the cobblestones.
Y'all gonna stop disrespecting the good sis like that.
Yo,
she's getting what she wants. If she was a man, y'all would be cheering her on.
I'm just saying her dick turnover ratio is it is.
She was loyal to Sir Harwin Strong for a long time. I'm not even trying to get it.
Is it loyal when you got a husband?
And the only person she slept with before that.
I still don't believe that. Teffy, if you think that was the only dude she was fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you are so delusional. You know what? Don't worry about it. I got some beachfront property. I got some beachfront property in Arizona I want to show you. So we can get right into this. Teffy, as always, she has built us an outline, and we are appreciative. First things what we want to get into first. These Westerosian funerals.
Yes, these Westerosy funerals be too lit.
Okay, so obviously the episode opens up with the funeral of Lady Lena. That's how you say it, Lena?
Yes, Lena.
The baddie. Whew. The baddie. She died in childbirth. Half the women died in childbirth in this damn show. But yes, Teffy, you're a busty harlot. There you go.
Not a harlot. Don't do it. Not that there's anything wrong with ladies of the night. I'm just saying.
Yeah, not at all. But obviously they had a Valerian, or how you say it, Valerian?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put a little spin on the back end, but they had a Valerian funeral. Now, of course, the Targaryens are fireborn. They all have dragons, but the Valerians are kind of like people of the sea. So instead, they had her in this decked out stone coffin, and they had this black man get a sermons of all sermons, serving all kind of shade. And that's her uncle, right?
Yes.
Do you know our uncle's name offhand?
Not offhand, no.
I was about to say, I got this list of cast because I'm trying to do better with knowing these people's names. But as always, I still got to defer to Teffy for the main know-it-alls. But Yo, long story short, we open up with this funeral, and this is one of the longest single shot scenes of the entire season. Like they stayed with this funeral for a good minute, and the entire family was there. Of course, Viserys looks like he is one fart away from dropping dead. Like
So the
he,
uncle's name may be Vaymond Valerian.
oof, his mother didn't love him. Who the hell would
What
name
we
that?
doing?
Why
Vaymond
would she
and
name that
Corlin.
baby that?
Yeah.
Either way, either way, the whole squad came out for the funeral, and we kind of get a glimpse in the dynamics of the kids, right? Like, did you feel like there was a weird vibe at
So
the funeral?
it's oh god. So it's so funny because we follow Rhaenyra around the funeral, and she is so out of place with these white ass children.
Yo,
With these white ass brown haired children.
yo,
Like, oh,
it's not until you get to a Targaryen family reunion that you realize, like, yeah, we not really fooling nobody with these bastards
at all.
Like, niggas is looking. You know what it's like? Imagine coming up to your black ass family reunion. You got the only 2 white kids and the whole family dark skin. And you got a black dark husband. Not saying that 2 very dark people can't make 2 very highly unmelanated kids. But it's hard pressed to get the family to believe that
1, yes. 3, absolutely fucking
absolutely not. All 3 of your kids don't look like the pappy, bruh. The way she was holding them kids, like, y'all mine. That's all you need to worry about. And mama loves you.
Yeah. She was like, listen, go talk to your cousins. Be nice. Show them that we family and that we care about them. I'ma try and not cuss nobody the fuck out or get cussed out.
Addison said she wasn't in the coffin. Her remains, there were skeletal remains, were in that coffin. You can't tell me no different.
Also, stop stirring the pot, Addison, talking about she was black and crispy or whatever.
Yo, you ain't shit. And see, asking Ebony, yes, Viserys is on his last fart. Look, even it's bad when your brother shades the fuck out of you. Like, dead ass. Viserys tried to come over there and try to make peace with Daemon. He was like, the gods can be cruel.
So I don't understand why Daemon had to be a shithead in this scene.
Yes, he did. No, why? What, bruh, are you kidding?
Be a shithead.
Teffy. Okay, all right. I get it. See, I'm very confused by this series. Is incest good or bad? Like,
it's a solid maybe.
like they don't make nothing different. Like sometimes they be like, "Oh, you can't talk about that." What are you talking about? Y'all literally marrying each other's cousins, and like this shit is normal.
So, like, for the old Targaryens, like during wartime, it didn't matter because they was the biggest and most powerful. And now that they're trying to now that they have assimilated into Westeros and Westerosi culture, they're trying to not, because it is in poor taste.
All right. Well, let me tell you something. In 2022, here in the great house of Philadelphia, that shit nasty. And y'all shouldn't do that.
Yeah, we're still rooting for them.
Yeah, hey, listen, not only rooting for them, y'all done romanticize a uncle niece fucking-wationship.
Your uncle daddy.
Ew, come on. Look,
I'm not your daddy. I'm your
grandpa. For anybody in Alabama, I don't mean no disrespect to your relationship dynamics. But that shit don't fly everywhere else. I'm highly confused. And I have come to the conclusion that yes, you should not go to any large gatherings in the Game of Thrones universe. It don't matter if it's a wedding, a party, a turn up, a funeral. Somebody gonna lose something, their life, a limb, eyeball. Every
You just
time,
gotta send a raven with a fruit basket. Like, hey, sorry, I
nigga.
missed it.
No, yo, like dead ass. When I get that phone call, hey Kurt, yo, the Targaryens about to turn up. Who all gonna be there? All the Targaryen, yo, all the Targaryens, the Freys, them Stark boys. Yeah, I'm gonna see what my girls say, and if Daenerys say we out, then
Like that's the equivalent of being like, oh, my mom said no.
yeah. But see, and asking that, she's making good points tonight. Teffy, you say why he has to be an asshole, because it wouldn't be Daemon if he wasn't an asshole. Like that's his very nature.
You're not telling me no, because he wasn't an asshole to his wife.
How you know? How you know? Just because she listen,
was a bad
take it
bitch.
from somebody who's
a
dated many a woman that could deal with an asshole. Moi.
I was about to say you would know.
Yes, I thank you. I'm about to say, trust me, there are plenty of women that will date a dickhead. All I'm saying is, there's a lot that we have to talk about. This funeral, the funeral alone, there were so many dynamics that were spoken to. First and foremost, like you said, Daemon and his brother.
Edison said, well, he did make her live in Pintos. You're not wrong.
That's what I'm look. All I'm saying. There was an opportunity there for Viserys to be like, look, let's squash the beef. He even invited him back to his court. This is like the third time this boy been invited back to be in the king's.
Yo, after getting banished on some fuck shit.
So that's why he feels away. But my thing is, okay, if you're willing to bring him back to your family court, if you're willing to bring him back into your home, Daemon now basically is like, nah, fuck that. You already see what all this infighting and all this bullshit done to the family. I'm gonna stay here with my money and his dragon, because Aegar, what is it? Vagar the dragon.
Nah, because Rhaena, the one of the young orders, she has a dragon. Her egg hatched.
Okay, so who was supposed to claim Vagar? Who? Okay, Bayla. All right. One of the little black babies.
Yes.
Either way, she was supposed to get a mama dragon. Typically, if your mama owns some shit and she die, you get it.
So also so before we get into that though, I think part of the reason Daemon was like, boy, fuck you, was because he saw that that nigga done brought Otto Hightower back. And he like, that's the ops, B.
Yo, what did he say? He said, even when a leech gets fat, it starts looking for its next meal. I was like, this is why we fuck with you, Daemon. This is that kind of energy. Like, bitch, I don't even like you. Like, why are you even fucking talking to me at my family's funeral? Who told your high towering ass to pull up? And he gonna fix the hand pin. Oh, Daemon. I don't even like your ancestral. Ancestral is that the word? Is ancestral? Your ancestral loving ass, but boy, your energy. If I want somebody to go to war with me, sometimes you need a nigga that be like, yo, fuck everybody in here with this fake ass bullshit. Let's turn all this shit over.
Nah, I'm gonna turn all this shit over.
Yeah, Daemon is the embodiment of fuck around and find out. So, all right. Y'all in here already trying to justify incest, huh? Y'all talking about
not justifying.
Yeah, they talk about probabilities that you fucking your cousin. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm really not trying to hear that, y'all.
All highborn families are related in one way or the other.
I'm not doing this with you.
I'm just saying.
And thank you, Bass. And he showed up in green. Listen, that whole squad is
the ops. They are the fucking ops. And Daemon wasn't having none of it.
And I love it. Oh man, can we get it? So I'm gonna just do a little time hop real quick. No. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Let's take it by your outline, because there is a scene where the Targaryens and the High Towers absolutely drew a line in the fucking sand, and it was like the Hatfields and McCoys, the Bloods and Crips, Death Row versus Bad Boy. Like it, they really was looking on each side of this, like, yeah, bitch, what? Jump, get froggy, and we what? Nick, bitch ass. What? This is real nigga shit, y'all. I'm just they got black writers on staff. They gotta have black writers on staff now. They like, this is cool, but you need some dope ass dialogue right here before you smack shit out of somebody.
So I forgot to put this in the outline, but real quick, Corlys and Rhaenys wanting to bypass Laenor and his kids.
I'm sorry, Teffy. We got it. Addison said David pulled up. It was like, first of all, fuck your bitch and the click you clan. Targussy till we die, yo.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Teffy.
Listen. So real fast, Corlys and Laena, Corlys and Rhaenys, excuse me, wanting to bypass Laenor and the three boys and make their heirs Rhaena and Baela.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was like, bruh, we can. Rhaenys was like, hey, yo, we can cut the bullshit. Them not.
Yo, she really looked at him like, my guy, do you want me to call you out on this shit?
No, she was like, hey, yo, ain't nobody else in here but you and me. Like,
and he was like, what, baby? I bet he looking at, he like, what, baby? What you trying to insinuate?
She hit him with a husbando.
My nigga. But see, genuinely, maybe he don't realize, because when he called her Emma, oh, bitch, you did not just call me your dead ex.
Listen.
Even Sir Kristen was like, damn. Teffy, you like this kind of messy shit, though.
Oh, you were asleep, but I screamed. I almost fucking fell off the chair when that happened.
No, let me tell you something. When I tell you, I absolutely could have fucking died when he did that. Matter of fact, this was me. Just Tom and Swan dive right out of the fucking building. I'm not here for the rest of this episode. I could cut it off right here, because I knew what kind of petty shit we was in store for the rest of the season.
Ciao.
Look, and you know, because you know, Game of Thrones is like dragon soap operas. So I could see like black women being like, bitch, did he just?
It was like that fucking video where the friends are like,
oh shit, he just called you Emma. Whew, that was some black shit right there, boy. That's a good old fashioned Negro. Yeah. There was a whole lot of shade in that conversation, and my man Sir Harold was like, hey, Sir Kristen, you got the Night's Watch. I'm gonna go with the king. So they close out on that scene.
Yes.
Then they pull up on the scene with the oldest boy. What that boy name?
No, he's not the oldest.
He just tall. That's a tall.
Yeah, he just tall.
That's a big ass kid. He been sucking on that dragon titty. He got that dragon milk up in him. Either way, is that the one that Otto comes and wakes up? Because it was dark. Can we talk about how fucking dark that scene was? Like I had to up the brightness on my TV to be like what is going on? I couldn't see well.
So I didn't realize that Otto comes to wake him up.
Yeah. Like I genuinely could not really make out what was going on in the scene, who Otto was waking up, but I could tell it was like one of the Targaryen boys, and because he says brother, I didn't realize that he had
Oh
mistook.
no, because I thought no, because I thought he went to um Aegon, because I thought Aegon was drunk in the corner, and Otto makes him get up and go to bed.
Yeah,
And that's Aemon, but that's not who steals Vhagar.
no. Yeah, it's a little nutty introverted boy that gets Vhagar, but his older is he older than?
Yeah, no,
But that's
Aegon.
Viserys' son.
Yes, so it's Aegon, Helena, Aemond, and then they supposed to have a fourth baby.
Man, I'm glad you know all these goddamn names because this shit be rhyming and it sound like each other, and I get confused as to who
They got
is
like
who.
all they do is swap out the prefixes and the suffixes, and like
The fact you know what a suffix and a prefix is, you already ahead of the game. Shit. Ebony said I had to hold a flashlight to the TV. Like, what the
You're
fuck
not
is going
wrong.
on?
You're not wrong.
All right, so either way, we kind of get that sense that oh shit, Teffy, what's the boy name? The introverted one.
Aemond.
Aemon is the outcast of the group. He keeps going over to the other kids. He doesn't quite fit in. You kind of feel like he's ostracized and he's kind of to himself.
Yeah, which is weird because Aegon seems to get along better with Jacaerys and Lucerys than he does with his own brother.
Yeah, now the two little bastard boys. Why? That's what they is.
You don't have to do that.
I listen. I call them like I see them. The two. All right. The strong boys. They go over to their little black cousins, and they had he had some real shit to say. He was like, Rhaenyra's like, hey, go over there. The girls just lost their mother. He's like, look, I got just as much reason to be sad. I should be at my daddy's funeral.
Facts.
I was like, oh no, you have got up. This entire episode let Rhaenyra know how big of an issue this is, like how shitty this all has become. Because it's this whole shitstorm where everybody knows the truth, but nobody wants to speak to it. What is it called? What's that old fable called? The King with No Clothes?
The Emperor's New Clothes.
I thought it was the Emperor's New Groove.
That's the Disney.
I know, motherfucker. Anywho, the kids at Rhaenyra and Daemon's wedding, and what I tell you, these kids would absolutely go through crazy trauma right after this funeral.
Sir, we're not there yet.
It's not after the funeral? We was talking about right after
this is from the end of the episode.
Oh, is it? Oh shit. All right, my bad. All right, well, sometimes the memes be out of place, baby. We go rock and roll it. So after this shit, all right, Teffy, you set it up.
Somebody please come kill Larys Strong. This nigga is officially on my last fucking nerve.
You ready for him to go already?
Somebody beat this cripple with his own cane.
Ooh, you gonna call that man a cripple? If y'all don't know who this motherfucker is, he's the motherfucker.
Crabapple. Fuck that nigga.
So okay, he killed his father and his brother, and now he's the lord over his house, correct?
Yes.
And obviously he was googly eyeing Allison Hightower.
Yes.
And so much so that Sir Chris had to be like, hey man, he fucking you over in the corner. Everything cool?
Yeah.
And she kind of just played it off because she really can't get rid of this bull now. Because he kind of got her by the balls.
I mean, she could have her fag hag, Sir Kristen offing.
Wow. That's what we doing?
Them niggas cry and masturbate in a room together, thinking about how much they hate Rhaenyra.
I was not ready for you to pull back fag hag. I ain't heard that shit since broken glass everywhere. People sisters on the streets know they just don't care. Right? Damn. Used to be a fag hag. God, I ain't heard that in a long. Okay. I mean, I hear you. But yeah, they had this super tensions moment that you kind of learn, you kind of meet the players in the game and you see the second generation and the kids.
It was like that one moment where they all kind of finally come together. And then this episode, they kind of, we'll get into it in a minute, but they actually definitely like kind of have it out.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, it all culminates into Eamon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I said it right. Eamon gets mighty fucking bold,
Yes.
and gets it in his head. They not gonna play me if I can't hatch me a dragon. I can catch me a dragon. And your mama just left one vacant. So let me go pull up. So here's the thing, Teffy, like Vhagar the dragon is unique, right?
Yes.
Now, what's so unique about it?
So Vhagar is the last of the original dragons who came over from Old Valyria to Westeros. She was ridden by one of Aegon the Conqueror's sisters. I forget which one. But she's literally like the last of her kind in a way.
And it's the biggest one, right?
Yes. And also Vhagar is the biggest.
Ooh. Size don't always matter, but it ain't nothing wrong with a little extra meat. So
the thing that kind of like threw me about this is I was like, if I was Team Alicent, 1000% I would have been on Aemon's side. I'd be like, fuck yes, carpe them motherfucking DMs, bitch. Seize the day. Take that fucking dragon and then beat the niggas up. But because I'm not on Team Alicent, I was like, who does this nigga think he is?
Yeah, I was mad. I was like, bitch, that is a black woman's dragon. See, this is you colonizing ass white-haired fucking snow roach. This is not, this is the shit that, I'm tired of it. Even in House of the Dragons, white folks steal stuff from niggas.
Hot.
You black son of a bitch. I'm so, I was hot. I hated that kid.
Big mad. And then for him to be smug about it, like, hey, nigga, ain't nobody tell y'all about to claim your mom's dragon?
Woo! Let me tell you something. When I tell you the way I was hot. Yo, look, I wanted to beat the shit out of that boy so bad. I almost had a Jamie Lannister flashback.
The things I do for love.
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Yeah. Give him the brand treatment. But yo, you know,
he
handicapping kids in Game of Thrones kind of go hand in hand.
That's crazy.
I'm just remember
child murder.
Remember that boy? Absolutely, that little boy killed somebody in the middle of the court.
Oh, facts.
Like they are okay with kid violence. Listen,
dog word out here.
Teff, that little boy murdered that boy in the middle of that court after they had
a grown ass man.
Murdered a grown ass man. Then them kids got fighting in the city guard and in the training, and now they out here smacking little black girls. So go ahead, Teffy, tell them what happened. Tell them what happened when they came to colonize Vhagar.
Listen, Baby Fight Club is the best episode, is the best part of this episode, hands down. Rhaena and Baela rallied their cousins and they pulled up on fucking Aemon. They was like, what the fuck you think you doing? And he was like, listen, ain't nobody tell you to be sleeping on here. I'm Vhagar's new rider. Y'all just gonna have to fucking die mad. And they was like, oh, fuck what you heard. Pop, pop, pop. Listen, Aemon kind of held his own for a little bit, but push came to shove. Jacaerys took that motherfucker eye, bitch.
No, see, my thing is, I don't have a problem with them shooting the fade. Like, because they that's right, little black baby, punch the shit out of him. But I don't have a problem with them shooting the fade. But it was 4 against 1. But he's much bigger than the other ones.
Yeah. They pulled up.
Look, and for those that might end up listening on the podcast, we actually playing the scene. And the little black girls was doing more damage than the boys.
Yeah, listen. Had it been 4 black girls, Aemon would have lost both eyes.
You right, and his dick.
Yeah,
I can tell you right now. Be sitting up there like.
Listen.
Listen, but see, this
Lyris
is.
wouldn't be the only cripple. They'd have to put that nigga on his dragon with help.
But Tef, this is the part that see, Aemon escalated things to like weapons and violence. You know what I mean?
That's not Aemon. That's Jacaerys.
Who? No, I'm talking about the little white hair boy.
Oh well, he grabbed a rock.
Yeah, he grabbed a fucking rock. Like, okay, look, we can throw hands, but now I gotta throw dirt in your eyes and take that motherfucker.
They straight up hit him with a Texan and then got him. Took that
not bastard. Sand attack. He's like, hey, listen, little Pokemon niggas is out here. So
no, first of all, watch your fucking mouth. You just not gonna call me a fuck in front of my cousins? Absolutely the fuck not. Yes, 100% attack sand. And then Jacaerys came up, or that I forget which one it was, came up, da bitch, and now you done lost a motherfucker eye.
No,
lucky.
I love that Jace had a knife on deck, ready. he had no problem pulling it out.
His cousin said, "We need you to ride out." This nigga, he came prepared.
All I'm saying is, when black kids, if you have white cousins, them the kind of white cousins you want. Right. When shit go down, if you a white man in a black family, you better be fucking ready to fight, especially for the black women. So a couple of other things that happen in this scene that's pertinent. Number one, Aemon called the boys bastards. Mm-hmm. Like literally aired they shit all out.
In front of my cousins?
In front of my cousins? You gonna question my path to the throne, nigga? Okay. You know what? Now I got he got Della Reese vibes. Now I got to cut you.
Exactly.
He cut that nigga in his eyeball and was like,
I wanted to know it was me.
Like, look, bitch. I don't know what to tell you.
What Cat Williams say? You shouldn't have been talking shit.
You shouldn't have been talking shit. You should have been talking shit.
Now look at you, one-eyed bitch boy.
Ha! And then the best scene in the entire fucking episode happens right next. They're stitching this boy up, and his whole face looked like meatloaf. Ooh. And I mean, this wasn't no small cut. Like, this wasn't no nick of the eye. He got him from the rooter to the tutor, from the top of his head to the bottom of his lip. He opened
the lead in the Phantom of the Opera at Westeros.
Wow. Nick Fury was like, "That's fucked up."
Ah!
So that's it. So Noir says this episode was brilliantly written. You can juxtapose what happened in that. That's what I said. Did I say it right? Juxtapose. See, you need to be the one to be reading and shit. All right. You can
juxtapose what happened in that highly charged.
You can figure that shit out from what happened in that highly charged confrontational scene with the second Game of Thrones episode called The King's Road, where Arya was taken before King Robert. It's a clear comparison that was being made. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of similar scenes. Like a lot of what's her name? Alicent's descent into a more aggressive version of the queen.
Savagery.
You know who it remind me of?
Everybody is saying they were like, this bitch giving mad Cersei vibes.
Listen, that bitch somewhere like,
Except she looking crazy.
Well, okay, so let's talk to that. Essentially, the kids are all brought.
Yeah, microphone went out. Ooh, your mic isn't connected, boo. So essentially, what happens in the scene is they bring all the kids and all the adults in the room together, pretty much, and they're trying to figure out what happened to Aemon's face.
Either I'm gonna have bad Wi-Fi or I'm gonna knock the plug out. One, but I can't win. But where was you at, Teffy? What would you just?
I was just saying, as a mother, Alicent, 100%, I felt that Cause no, y'all not finna fucking. You maimed my child.
Okay. Hold on. I'm with you
However,
to a point because
Allison
I
is
understand her
also,
being
like,
upset.
upset, nigga.
Teff, he
What?
stole them baby's mother's
I
dragon.
don't give a shit. As a mother, Hannibal could fucking steal fucking cocaine from a crackhead. You better not fucking permanently disable my child.
Okay.
As
I'm
a
sorry.
mother, I don't care. However, this bitch was like, nah, you gotta maim one of these little niggas now.
That's where I was like,
damn.
listen, even no. She said it more cryptic. She said, a debt is owed. And everybody's like, I know this bitch ain't about to.
Right.
I just know she not about to. And she looked right at for serious. And you know he only one good sneeze from being in the grave and looked that man dead in his face and was like, go get one of her son's eyes.
Right.
My grandkids? Nick, these are my grandkids. Grandkids.
Not
you like there's Game of Thrones and then there's messy. You get what I mean?
Allison spiraled so hard out of control in this fucking scene. Like, this bitch was losing it. She was like, do our children not mean anything over these fucking kids?
She was fed up. But then what I loved is how Rhaenyra, she kind of finessed her.
Rhaenyra gaslit the shit out of her.
And she saw that opportunity to be like, you know what? We might be able to use all this shit to our advantage.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that nothing should have happened. Obviously, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye, right?
Yeah.
And Allison had viable reason to be upset, but also you not just gonna steal these babies' dragon. Like, do you count it as stealing the dragon if Vhagar allowed him to do it?
So,
like, what is the transfer of power for a dragon?
So a new rider must like the dragon have to be bent to the master's will or have to accept a new rider. So, like I said, if I was Team Allison, I would 100% be like, yes, amen. All right, you had to lose an eye. And what he says is correct, is what I have lost is nothing in comparison to what I have gained.
Yeah, I thought that to me was when I was like, okay, this kid ready. This kid.
And he gets it and she doesn't.
Right. But once again, this is Allison's play to kind of be not in the shadow of Rhaenyra. She's already feels slighted.
So I would cut out my own tongue before I ever spent more time talking about another bitch's pussy than my own.
But see, here's the problem. Like Addison just said, Allison's the one that fed Aemon the, your cousins are bastards. They're not of the true line. And
she definitely, she spurns all this talk. And rather than, like, she let her dad whip her into a frenzy when she was young about Rhaenyra taking the throne in a way that I don't think even Rhaenyra was like, yeah, no, I'm going to murder your whole family to become queen.
Well, now we get at a point where basically the king is like, bitch, you crazy.
He wants to know, should we be able to hear these clips?
No,
because Facebook will snatch our shit down
quickly, very quickly. We're just using it for visual examples as we talk over it, and even then I pray that HBO don't act bitchy because I showed it. Either who. the thing that gets crazy is the king looks at Alicent and is just like, you have lost your absolute fucking mind. You think that I'm going to take it? How does he say it? Don't let your anger weigh on my judgment or outweigh your judgment.
Yeah.
And she this is the part that gets me. She looks at her husband and was like, oh, you bitch made. Cool. Sir Kristen, bring your simping ass down here and come collect that boy's eye.
And Damon stepped up like, hey, partner, this ain't what you want.
So this is my favorite part in this entire fucking episode. Damon is without a doubt Black Air Force energy incarnate. And this is how Damon moves. Damon is a leaner. If you ever see Damon has two modes, incognito and leaning. Before he do some fuck shit, he always leaning. Like he leaned on that joint, and when Sir Kristen, well, first Sir Kristen, he wasn't stupid enough to try to go for the king's grandson and the royal family. He was like, she was like, aren't you how did she say? Aren't you your loyalty is to me? And he said, look, bitch, I'm here to protect you. I'm not here to be your executioner.
You're right.
I'm just I don't want this smoke. And even Sir
Kristen is a bitch, but he's not, I'm going to maim a child a bitch.
yeah, he ain't there yet. Now, that strong boy, Larry Strong, he for the children killing. He's Jamie Lannister level simping.
Because he wouldn't do it himself.
Yeah. But bitch made niggas never get their hands dirty. Either way. So that basically Alicent lost her shit. She grabs the knife and she heads straight for Rhaenyra. Well, Rhaenyra's kids.
Yeah.
And then Rhaenyra, in true motherly fashion, steps up and grabs her hand. Now, Rhaenyra ain't bitch made.
At all.
She was riding dragons and fighting and fussing and tussling for years. So she here for the shits. And she uses this opportunity to basically make Alicent look like a mad queen.
Alicent didn't need no help.
Very true. And in the end, Alicent basically cuts a chunk out of Rhaenyra's arm. But
no, she draws blood. Like
there was stitches. There was like 47 stitches. Wow. And in that time, that's like a death sentence. I'm just saying. You better put some leeches on that. Anyway, so in the end, Rhaenyra gets wounded. She looks crazy because she done cut the heir apparent, and she whispers to her. She's like, "Ooh, it must feel good to stop looking, but to stop faking with your high and mightiness or your overly righteousness, and now people see you for what you are."
Yeah,
baby. There were so many twists and turns in this because I said, "Ooh, Rhaenyra got her," and it ends with Viserys being so fed up that he says, if anybody questions whether or not them boys are hers again, we cutting tongues.
Yeah.
We cutting tongues right out. Like no rap. I'm tired of this shit.
So Noir makes another good point that I don't want to be overlooked. Says, notice how Aemond low-key got back at his brother. Aemond knows damn well his mom been spreading the bastard gospel, but he fingers his brother Aegon, who actually gets along with them. Aemond knows Aegon been drinking and is gonna tell it like it is.
And that's exactly what he did, because he was like,
when he definitely threw his brother under the bus.
Yeah, because even he was like, me?
Yeah, Aegon was like, I didn't say that shit.
Like, and his mother looking like, bitch, don't you snitch. Don't you snitch.
But the thing of it was, he couldn't finger his mother.
Yeah, oh, child. Because that would have been all rap. And even, I love the way that his brother finessed his way out of it. He was like, Daddy, everybody know.
Right. And he was like, who don't know?
like he hit him. He hit him with the Tywin Lannister.
I drink and I know things.
Not I drink and I know things.
That's what he the Tywin. I'm just saying. He knew some shit.
That's
And
Tyrion, by the way.
who?
Tyrion.
What did I say? What did I say?
Tywin.
Say, now I got to know people names in the other series too.
Nigga.
This is not why I didn't get in the podcasting to be right. Like, damn, can I just the short nigga, the short Lannister,
Stop.
the diet Lannister, no,
Stop.
pint size Lannister,
Moving on.
reduced fat Lannister. All right, never
Moving
on. Ooh. So I mean, ultimately, now, of course, Sir Laener's late ass. Here's about all the kerfuffling.
Laenor and is got the nerve to show up drunk.
And now he wants to play daddy. Now he like, you know what? You done been through some shit, and you know what? Maybe I should stop getting fucked in the ass. So
we don't know. Laenor gives top energy.
Oh, he might be top. He might be a switch. And guess what? It don't matter to me how he like to get down. But my thing is, nobody should be getting fucked when kids is cutting out eyeballs.
Agreed.
I'm just saying, somebody need to watch these babies. So Sir Laenor basically recommits himself to Rhaenyra and is like, look, I'm fitting to be the man that I was supposed to be. I'm going, take hold of my how do they call it? The king consort?
Yeah.
I'm here for you. So,
I'm gonna be the person I should have been from the beginning.
And didn't he say he was going to try to give her a baby?
So I don't remember that part, but we do get like an answer to why they don't have children together.
They said it ain't no fun.
Rhaenyra says to Daemon there was no love in it.
Aww.
And then later when her and Laenor are talking, I think before this scene, when she's getting stitched up and he goes to apologize to her and she's like, it's not like we didn't try.
Yeah.
He could not, like, to me it kind of sounded like he couldn't finish, or like he couldn't.
Oh, Goddess says it said there's no joy in it.
Yes, so that's what she says to Daemon, is that there's no joy in it. So like and then when she's talking to Laenor later, it sounds like they did it, but like he couldn't finish. He maybe couldn't, like he was into it, and they had to stop for various reasons.
Well, why the fuck? I mean, I wouldn't be hyped too with Lord Strong in the damn doorway watching him like.
No.
Lord Strong, like, I got the other dick. I got the dick you want. I got the dick you want, baby. Come on.
It's not so much necessarily that there was no joy in it, because Alicent says to Rhaenyra, I did my duty.
Goddess of the Eye says maybe he's important.
Impotent.
Look, I said what I said now, God damn it.
No, I don't think he's impotent. I think he's not fucking attracted to women.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's the problem with living a lie, right, Teffy?
Right. Even if he could get it up,
right.
Like, pussy is not his jam.
I know. Listen, I know gay men who flat out said, I tried it, hated it, and that was it. I mean, nothing get my giblets a tussy like some wet, but I'm a cis hetero man. It's just one of those things. Carolyn says, yeah, it looked important to me.
Stop. Don't encourage him, Carolyn.
No, don't look. You know what, Teffy, this is how I feel about your thoughts.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of a sheep.
Mm-hmm. I know you nigga not calling me no sheep.
You see that? I keep the lion on the wall. All right, look, nigga. So they get recommitted. And then no sooner did that black man say, white woman, I'm gonna do right by you. She went right to her goddamn uncle, fucked him, and was like, you know what?
She had fucked him before that.
No, she didn't fuck him before that.
She fucked him on the beach before that scene.
That's right.
On the beach before.
Yo, how did we miss the whole fucking scene? We glossed over that. We got to go back to that.
Oh, so Rhaenyra and Damon
Damon.
having a come to Jesus meeting.
No pun intended.
He made her see. He made her call out the Lord's name.
Ooh, on the beach, no less. That was sexy. I see. This is the problem. It romanticizes incest. Cause I'm like, yes, bitch, take her in the sandy grain, and I'm like, ew, that's your uncle.
Listen, she was like, Laenor is a good man, but he's not what I need. Not for what's coming.
Again, no pun intended. I just they've always had that bond. Like, I love this meme that says, and thanks to God as she sent this one in. I really need a scene where Damon and you sent this one. This was you, Teffy. My bad. I'm sorry, Teffy. I really need a scene where Damon and Rhaenyra speaking High Valyrian in front of Alicant. Wow. I didn't even see that they said that. Alicent and Krispy Kreme talking shit about them and laughing. So Rhaenyra and Damon have come to the conclusion that they need to combine their houses and re-strengthen their bloodline. They said the Valyrians are of the sea, but they are born of fire. And long story short, they like, you know what? Let's get married. And Damon looks at her and he's like, well, for us to get married, your husband got to be dead. And she says, nigga, I know. Next thing you know, Damon like, I'm ready. What needs to happen so that we could do the damn thing? Damon is all the way ready for it. And ultimately, they concoct a scheme. Teffy, would you like to talk about this elaborate scheme as we get ready to get up out of here?
All right, so boom. So Laenor and Rhaenyra, who I wish I could have a husband, not gay, but like one that I could have such a good friendship, like kinship with, as Rhaenyra and Laenor. But she was like, all right, so boom. So he have to be dead, but we're not gonna kill him though. So we gotta make it. We gotta have witnesses to this horrible accident. So they have his boyfriend start a fake fight with him, and then when they have a witness there to run and go get, the guards, and then when everybody come back, they pull a burnt Laenor out of the fireplace.
Hold on, we got barbecue Laenor right here.
Stop.
Like, you can't even tell who that is. My thing is, he had to be on the fire for a minute, right?
Yeah, or the fire just had to be super hot.
Listen, I'm just saying, I know some terrible.
They threw that nigga in the fire the second the bull ran off.
As soon as they got free, nigga, come on. Because at this point,
they brought him into the room.
But see, because at this point, Teffy, like, we think Laenor is dead.
Yes.
And spoiler alert if you haven't watched that.
Damon has paid off the boyfriend to kill Laenor. Right,
because this is, and again, because this is what happened. He went to the boyfriend. He said, hey, I know a spot where all you need is some gold, baby. And I'm pretty sure you tired of getting your cheeks clapped. Maybe you could do some clapping. And
not what he said.
That's what he said. That's what I heard.
He goes, you're not highborn, but you can go to a place where your name doesn't matter. I
said the exact same thing you just said.
Not at all.
This is exactly what I just said.
Stop.
Every time, here's what I love about Damon. And every time Damon go to do some fuck shit, he always got his hood on.
Facts.
And he has hoodies specifically for committing crimes. And we have seen it on numerous occasions. Right before he killed his wife, hoodie.
Yeah.
Right before he fucked his niece, hoodie.
He didn't fuck her then.
I'm just saying, but that it felt like he did. It felt like he was trying to creep up on his niece. You just going playing your titties on live stream, huh? You just
there was a brownie crumb in there.
Did you get crumb out your titty? Please don't make me flip over and play the song because you are tempting me.
No.
You are tempting me.
No.
You are so close to me playing this goddamn song.
No. You gonna play?
Not today.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a pass. I'm gonna give you a
You're gonna
pass.
play tomorrow for no reason.
Yeah, yep. Randomly, I'll make up for it. Anyway, as we get ready to get out of here, we're gonna give you the twist ending. Yes, they do this elaborate scheme to kill off Sir Lanor, and they have the most. So, okay, let me just say this. This scene, it kind of hits with me because when I'm connected to somebody emotionally, I put my head to theirs, like how a lion does a lioness.
Mhm.
So to me, like, and I hate to say this because this is ancestral, but to me, that's like they love each other. Like that, Damon literally is like he's this monster, he's this beast, he's this tyrant when he needs to be, but with her, he feels safe enough to be like, I'll bow my head to you and I'll put my head to yours. And now we are solidifying this because ain't nobody, if the king didn't kill all that bastard talk before, now with Damon on deck, who gonna step to Rhaenyra?
Allison, crazy ass.
Them, Allison might not want that work. That green ain't that damn good looking. I can tell you that right now.
And don't.
So, at the end of the day, Rhaenyra and Damon basically solidify their marriage in the old Valerian ways through blood. They cut their lips, they cut their hands, they join their blood together, and they become basically like one flesh. So when I tell you, I was like, and gotta say he had the strong. Wait, who had the strongest dragon in the land? Oh, Aemon. Yeah. Aemon has the strongest dragon of the group and the biggest.
Yes.
But once again, a lot of what that dragon does is dependent upon the rider. Oh, they cut with dragon glass. Oh, they use dragon glass. See, that's the shit that's the stuff that I love learning about with Game of Thrones because there's so much lore and mythology in a lot of the things that we don't get from watching the show, but the books would obviously elaborate more. Like you just got to know. Like there's Valyrian steel and then there's dragon glass, and those are like materials used for weaponry and things of that nature. Dragon glass plays a role when against the White Walkers. Like, you know, you got to be hip to that if you saw the original series. But Damon and Rhaenyra kind of solidified their bond. Again, Larys pops up with his bitch ass when they leave. And he basically lets the queen know, like, yeah, I'm with the shits. I will take one of them little niggas' eyes. But Alicent, as opposed to repudiating him completely, she basically says, no, I don't need you to do that, but I peep your loyalty and I'm here for it because I might need to call on you to off a nigga. And he like, hey, bitch, bet. This is about time you get on my type time. Even Otto, her daddy, was like, hey, I know you fucked up, but it was good to see that
he was like, I know you had a kid.
Teff, I can see you. I can see you being like, no, that wasn't right, but I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Take that bitch's head off. So the High Towers have drawn a line in the sand, or as I like to call them, the Greenskins, and the Targaryens have strengthened their bond because they just lost a huge piece off the checkerboard. I mean, off the chessboard, and they're the strongest dragon. God has said that Alicent G-checked him very diplomatically.
Yes.
And I feel like it just kind of sets it up for later, though.
Yeah, because she was like, there may come a day that I do need you to do what you do, but I'm cool.
Jiggly, this is the type time I was on. I really didn't think Rhaenyra and Daemon were going to marry. I just thought she was going to make a white hair baby to shut up the haters. But see, the problem is,
I thought too, but then the baby would still be white and
white. Yeah,
not.
It's like, white on white. We need a little bit of mocha white. Like we need that.
What mocha white?
We need it. We need some color in this nigga. So sorry, it's black people with white hair. Is always it trips me out, man. It trips me out. You got Tyler Perry wigs on the whole series. Noir, who has been amazing in the chat, he be giving us great gems. He says, as for how Vagar will be with Aemon, you saw Aemon get bold enough to be talking mad shit 5 minutes after claiming the right. Here's a hint: the boldness doesn't go away ever. Aemon going to spin a few blocks. Yes, Aemon actually. They already gave. If you saw the preview, we're gonna go through another time hop. And these kids,
Aemon came off there. His dick was rock hard. He was smelling himself.
Listen, he may have been bitch made, but he got big dick energy now. big BDE, big dragon energy. Listen, Damon rode off on Vagar, looked back and was like, that's gonna be my favorite. And for those that are hearing it on the podcast, I keep playing the scene from Ramsey Bolton holding that sausage. That scene always he like got you dead. All right, so the big twist ending at the end is dun dun dun. Laenor ain't dead, y'all.
Yay.
Laenor done shaved his head. He done got on a boat with Bay, and
they rode off into the sunrise
to live his beautiful gay life. He renounces all his rights. I mean, he basically traumatizes his parents because they done lost their last child.
Whoa, now they think both their children are dead.
Yeah. And remember, Lord Corlys is really big on leaving a name behind. His name. Like, I want to see how that affects him because, like he said, nobody gives a fuck about who's really who. It's all about history remembers names. And Game of Goddamn Thrones, man. I think Cersei said it best.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Did we just literally witness how House Valerian dies off?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because think about it.
His brother has sons or has a son.
And the grandkids, but
no, but the grandkids are Targaryens.
All the Targaryens get killed off for the most part.
Saying House Valerian, like this is the end of their line because they have no more
boys. They
have no more boys to carry their last name, except for because the brother, the one who gave the eulogy, he has a son. Yeah. Passer.
I like to call him Passer. He gave the best sermon in the entire of all of Westeros. He was preaching. He was like, we go to the water and we come back. You bitch ass Targaryens. Anyway, Teffy, we have come to the conclusion of another episode of Targussy Talk. How would you rate the Targussy of this episode?
Hot, but in a good way.
Hot Targussy? Explain that to me.
It was warm and comforting. A little salty from being by the sea.
Not salt baked Targussy.
Nah, because Addison said that Laenor, the body that they said was Laenor, was like salt baked prime.
Thank you, Jiggly. Targussy Tuesday. So can we keep Tuesday, please, Steph?
Yes.
Yay! There we go. So people can see the show, and then we can talk about it after the fact. How would I rate the Targussy in this episode?
So out of 5 dragons, how do you rate the Targussy? This was a solid 4.8 for me.
This episode was a 5 for me.
Really?
To me, what made it perfect was it gave you all the energy of a mid-season finale.
See, and the mid-season finale was last week.
Right, exactly. But this gave me a twist ending and a resolution because I know exactly what happened in Laenor. So now I'm going to come back next week before they do the time hop. I got to see the power shift in both favors because now nobody's going to talk that bastard talk. But also, Daemon and Rhaenyra have locked themselves in.
And
Vhagar,
they also suffered a loss by losing Vhagar.
right, and it's kind of it's the Game of Thrones. You see the chessboard moving a little bit here, a little bit there. You know what it's reminiscent of, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Two things it reminds me of from the original Game of Thrones series when Littlefinger started really wiggling his way in,
Yeah,
with the Snow girl.
yeah.
I mean, not Snow, with the Stark. The
yeah.
Stark, when she was
Sansa.
about to be, Sansa. When he
Mhm.
was really trying to wiggle in and ally himself, and when Cersei got that King of the Sea, that Fae guy, Frey. No, it's not the Frey.
Nah,
What,
that was Theon's uncle.
yes,
Euron Greyjoy.
that's why I fuck with you. Theon's uncle.
Yes.
They have to build these characters like Alaris Strong around the main characters because they prop them up. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Like Alicent was like this weak, frail, irrelevant character as a child. Now she got Otto back in her corner. She got Strong in her corner. She got Sir Criston in her corner. She got hitters. Now she got Aemon with a dragon and Vhagar.
And her daughter is a seer.
I'm just saying, if we looking at one side versus the other side, Alicent, she got some hitters.
I mean, but Rhaenyra ain't no bitch, and it's not.
Don't start. Now, I'm not saying. I know you blood till you die. Broccoli blookies and all that. I get it. I get it. I'm not saying that the Targaryens aren't still in power. Like my man Viserys said. He said, "Hey, as long as we got dragons, bitch, ain't nobody gonna be sitting on this throne but a whitehead motherfucker."
Facts.
But we know how this ends with a Lannister on the throne. Because a Baratheon and then a Lannister.
That's still like 300 years from
I
now.
get it. But we know that in the end, dragons are extinct.
Yeah.
Targaryens are extinct.
So the Dance of Dragons is literally like what happens after that is literally the downfall of House Targaryen.
Well, guess what? Gang, nigga, because we on our way there. This is Targussy Talk Tuesdays with Teffy Wonder and KingCurtlive. Y'all make sure to bring your black asses back next Tuesday as we recap one more dope ass. You just going to I got thirsty. Shit. All right. Look, you can't just be jiggling them into the screen like like they got. Oh, by the way, y'all, we got stars now. Like y'all can like give us stars and support the show and shit. So like do that thing
and buy tickets to my poll show.
Oh, and buy tickets to our poll show, and we got a Black Panther premiere that we got going on. But buy tickets to the poll show first, then get your tickets to the premiere. But either way, Teffy Wonder, KingCurtlive, we'll be here tomorrow doing our regular live show, talking shit, and hopefully you about to slide in some good Targussy. If not.